What's good, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome back to another video. Today we are reacting to Jamari. The Lil Tay Situation is disturbing. Flooded again. If you couldn't tell from what I just did, I have a lot of thoughts. Some thoughts I don't think I can say, but I got a lot of thoughts. Because every time I think shit couldn't get any worse, new shit like this pops up. And you know what? I can't even be mad at Lil Tay, because apparently she be scamming them dudes. It's just like a normal Instagram picture on the left. But so I had to stop recording because I had to go lap the grill. Speaking of which, I should probably do this and keep my door slightly open. I lit the grill on fire. A hornet's nest came out of nowhere. And see this? The rest of the goatee. See this? Or better yet, is it here? Yep, here. See that? Right here on my arm. I don't know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? I can't really tell if y'all can see that. But yeah, parts of my hair got burnt. That was not fun. So, give me 5 seconds. Let me get this knack off, and then we could get to recording. But let me stop yapping, and let's get right into this.
Tay has always been a mystery. So Lil Tay has always been a mystery online. For those of you who don't remember, back in 2016 to 2018, there was this little girl dubbed Lil Tay who went viral after she made countless videos flexing cars, money, and designer items.
You already know what it is. Lil Tay, the youngest flex of the century. I'm only 9 years old, but I'm richer than all y'all broke haters. This female kitchen is bigger than your whole entire living room, and I got 4 more houses. This costs more to your rent. My toilet costs more to your rent. Everything in my bathroom costs more to your rent. And see, this is my closet.
The all-time classic
video.
video.
Gucci, Louis, Versace.
Now eventually it would leak that someone was essentially coaching her behind the scenes to say and do these outlandish things.
Bro, wait. Go back and say like, no, you broke ass bitch.
Lil Tay be popping on YouTube right now.
No. Redo. You need to be like more ignorant. You have to be like, ooh, Lil Tay out here.
You still irrelevant, like I said last time. What do I say?
That is when everyone saw behind the curtain, and the girl more or less disappeared after her mother, father, and brother started catching a lot of flack from people saying this was a form of abuse. Personally, I think that her brother was the one behind the persona, but it's kind of a moot point at this time. Then 2 years ago in 2023, she would return once again with another attempt to garner clout, where she and her brother literally faked their own deaths to try and create some buzz around the Lil Tay brand.
The teen rapper, whose real name is Claire Hope and who rose to fame online in 2018, has passed away.
Once this was outed as a hoax where they said they got hacked apparently, she would then return to her flexing, shit-talking ways.
5 years and y'all still broke. The GOAT is back. 5 went out. Yo hating ass bitches were hating on me when I was 9 years old, talking all this shit when you don't fucking know me. So stop fucking talking. You did not come up. You had 5 years to come up and you didn't.
She also spent time saying how her dad was a horrible person, that he was allegedly posting man looking for woman ads on Craigslist, feeding her a diabolical diet, making her wear undersized clothing, and that basically both he and his girlfriend needed to be investigated by CPS due to her horrible living conditions. And I guess that was her explanation as to where she had been. Other than that, she was still chasing clout, dropping bullshit music, and with these latest antics, it really just shows the disgusting nature of our current society. And though these tweets have now been deleted because they were against Twitter's TOS, I did screen grab them because I knew they were going to be important in the future. And so this entire situation kind of came across my radar when I saw this tweet. If this post gets 10k likes, I'll seriously...
Bro. Alright, let's start. Now, I don't condone prostitution. Online, OF, black and white place. None of it. No. No. But do I blame women for wanting to do this? No. Because you're living in a society where you're getting teach to get the money, as much money as you can. Which is true. You gotta chase the most money that you can. But you also have to have morals. We just toss that up and knock it out the window. To the parents of this generation, we all failed to teach us morals. Alright? Now, I can't remember what else I was going to say. It's just all in the head, you feel me, bro? Yeah, this whole thing's disgusting, but Teddy gets like 10% of this blame. Now, on the other hand, we know who 90% of the blame goes to.
They consider making the OF. And I'm sure a lot of you in your head right now were thinking, well, how old is Lil Tay? It seemed like just a couple years ago, she was a very small girl. Well, as it turns out, time does fly, and this was actually posted 6 days before her 18th birthday. It seems like she's essentially been planning on having a very similar rollout as the Catch Me Outside Bad Barbie girl, who was also teasing a pay-for-play link on the days leading up to when she would be legal age to do that.
You recently started an OnlyFans account, correct? Is it true you made over a...
Chat. Mission was a success. I didn't get cash on fire again.
$1 million and you recently started an OnlyFans account, correct? Is it true you made over $1 million in your first 6 hours?
Yes.
This was also her bio this time, where she says, should I drop the link on
hours?
Yes.
When did she sound like that?
Correct? Is it true you made over $1 million in your first 6 hours?
Yes.
This was also her bio this time, where she says, should I drop the link on my 18th birthday, June 29th? Then she got even bolder with her messaging, sharing a photo that I'm going to have to censor of Sabrina Carpenter posing nude on a Rolling Stone magazine. And she's once again asking, should I remake this on my OF if I make one on July 29th? And so she would pretty much continue with her ad campaign.
So, it's my 18th birthday on July 29th, and every male has been counting down to it and literally telling me to drop the link the second I turn 18. Girlies, what do you think? Should I do it?
I mean, I won't lie to you guys, anyone who was counting down to this, like they had a little timer set on their phone, needs to be investigated by the FBI.
Amen. I'm going to wait until the slam dunk before I leave it. Before I empty
She would
out.
then run a poll asking this same question, and 2/3 of the people said don't drop that link, don't ruin the rest of your life. Because honestly, once you go down...
It's not even the majority.
on that path, people are just going to look at you in a certain way. It's going to be very hard to get respect in other realms of your life. Just ask someone like Mia Khalifa, who spent, I believe, only a couple of months in the corn industry, and she's noted multiple times how it completely destroyed her from a mental standpoint, and also really limited her future career
Back. Let's continue.
opportunities. And then she's just saying shit that has no correlation. So I'm mature enough to get death threats at 9, but not mature enough to launch an OF at 18. And this whole behavior would actually get her account suspended for around a week. But on Elon's Twitter, nothing is really forever, so she would find her way back to all the sick fucks. She would follow this up by saying, I'm 18 now, where are all the pay pigs? And to me it's just so ironic, because for years she was out here calling everyone broke, saying that they needed to get like her and get their bag up. And then the very second that she turns 18, the very second that she's eligible to do this shit, she's taking that dirty money, baby.
Y'all already know what the going on. Lil Tay's dropping the youngest link of the century. Mark your calendars tomorrow, 3 p.m. EST.
Youngest week in the yo.
And nobody, including my family, including the grown-ass haters, is gonna stop me. You know why? Lil Tay rich and finna get richer, bitch!
And I just have the feeling that no one in her life is actually trying to stop her from doing this. But I would say that most sensible people would not suggest making this type of life-altering decision the very second that you can. Especially where she has other like modern-day avenues such as streaming where she can still make money. And I actually have the feeling that her loser brother is still the one behind this entire fiasco. Just look at what he said. This was apparently during one of her Instagram live streams. And keep in mind, guys, this shit is just all for promo.
Why are you on live and telling people you're gonna drop a fucking link?
So I'm just gonna disappoint everybody that's been waiting since 2023 and even 2018 by not.
Bro, what in the?
She really said everyone who's been waiting since 2018, which was, if I'm doing the math correctly, 7 years ago. You know, when she was 11 years old. I don't know, I just can't help but lose a little bit more faith in humanity as the days go by.
By not.
Bro, what in the Americanized capitalistic shit is this?
What? Everything is about the bag. You're just mad that you're broke. You're mad that no.
Exactly what I said, bruh. Like I said, the GOAT society now is more like get to the bag at any cost. Well, morals, yeah, you go over there.
Agency came to you before your 18th birthday and said, hey, we'll give you 30 to 40 mil to drop a link. Am I right or am I right?
Yeah, that's some capping ass bullshit. No one offered her $40 million to drop a link. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if her sick fuck of a brother wasn't the one recording the content.
That's a flex. That's a flex. It's not.
I think 30
getting good
M's
grades,
is flex.
contributing something to society.
I get good grades from school. Are you dead ass?
Bro, get the.
Are we dead ass? The link is dropping whether you want it or not.
Get off of live.
She then would go on to say, I did it, link in bio, all content shot at 12:01 on my 18th birthday. And then she posts this picture where she's wearing this shirt that says Corn Star in Training. I mean, I guess I just don't really see why some people
Alright, drop
like
the bomb,
get off on this type of thing. Like, they want to see the girl's birth certificate to make sure they can go into her the second she turns 18. They want the fucking hospital records. And I'm telling you guys, this shit is just so PDF coded, where she says, freshly 18, please don't tell my mom. My 18th birthday exclusive shots at 12:01, only available for 24 hours. And it's just one of those things where I don't care if it's technically legal. This is just a disgusting thing for not only her to do, but obviously for everyone who goes and subscribes to this or looks forward to this type of thing. To me, it's like you were just so unbelievably down bad, and you need to end up on some sort of list because you're just playing on such a slippery slope. But apparently, guys, I'm the crazy one because she says she made $1 million in 3 fucking hours.
Alright. Let's empty out the clip. To the people that paid for that shit, do me a favor. I want you to close your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Grab grab your normal Nerf Nerf gun. Nerf. Roll it up with bullets. Put it in your mouth. And accidentally pull the trigger. Since it's not a real gun, you won't actually die. But, you know what I'm saying? But make sure it's black and it doesn't say Nerf. You feel me? You feel me? But it has to be Nerf gun. Nerf gun. Alright. Alright. Because Query, y'all are a waste of sperm. Y'all need to be locked up and arrested with the key thrown away. Now, unfortunately, that won't happen because she's technically 18. But let's be honest with ourselves. Just because the law is technically she's 18. Let's all be honest. Y'all wanted that shit. Y'all found her attractive at 16 and 17. Y'all weird, bro. You're weird. What? 1,000,003 hours. That beat Bad Baby's record. She just said she made 1,000,006 hours. 3? Holy shit. Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
$1 million, Lil Tay just broke the fuck out of OF. And it's just so funny to me that this has now become something to like be proud of. There's like a sense of accomplishment. And in the modern day, there's also this sense like, oh, if it's making money, it's okay. Look, she made $1 million. While everyone else is slaving away, they can't even pay their bills. They don't even have a place to live. They can barely afford the groceries. And then she just has life on easy mode. And then she finally shares all the money she made in apparently 3 hours. And she shares these alleged numbers where she got around $500,000 from personal messages, $26,000 in tips, and $500,000 in subscriptions, totaling to over $1 million in the first 3 hours. So yeah, it's essentially just the same thing that we saw with Bad Baby a couple years back. I do think that she was even more successful in her 18th birthday OF venture. And while I'm sure some of you will disagree with me, I don't know, something about this just feels like slimy as fuck to me. It feels disgusting. And it's just crazy to see the now effects of someone who was exploited in their early childhood and taught all these bad lessons about life and money and flexing on people and looking down on others, has now chose to in turn exploit herself the very first chance that she gets. I also don't think that social platforms should be okay with hosting this type of message, especially if someone's trying to do this thing when they're still like 17 years old. I don't get why you would allow them to promote themselves in that way on your platform, because a lot of these tweets, they aren't going viral because people are actually sharing them. They're going viral because the new Twitter algorithm literally just chooses to put them on people's profile. All of these have like millions upon millions of impressions. I don't know, I just hope that none of y'all out there are subscribing to this type of shit. I mean, to me it's like one of those things, like you never...
Bro, if I ever subscribe to OF, somebody come kill me because I'm too far gone. There's no coming back for me. I'm too far gone. If I ever pay for an OF, someone needs to come and kill me. In GTA, of course. Because I would be too far gone, bro.
Never have a second thought as you're entering your credit card, debit card information. You never have like post-nut clarity and think, wow, I need to reassess my life. Why am I paying for this? I don't know, it's getting weird out here, guys. But thanks for watching. Let me know what y'all's opinions are down below.
Fucking disgusting, bruh. Fucking disgusting. I don't even want to do the outro. But, if you watching this video, if you are subscribed to Lil Tay's OnlyFans, do me a favor. Click off the video. And if you're already subscribed, unsubscribe. subscribe. You're not welcome here. Alright? Go. Matter of fact, the door is right here. Leave. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. The recording says 37 minutes long. It won't be that. It's probably like 25, maybe 15. I don't know. How long is this video? Oh my goodness, how long is this video? 10 minutes? Yeah, it's gonna be like 15, maybe 20. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I will see y'all later.